Hello, everybody, and welcome to part one of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney uh, series. All of this was played over on my stream, so if you like this and want some more, I recommend you go check that out. Anyway, enjoy Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I know Eve's been waiting for this the whole stream. Now we're finally here. And I guess we're just gonna play the game. I guess we're gonna go ahead and play the first trial. Oh, I just got an achievement. Start playing the trilogy. Okay. Now, just as a disclaimer, I have played the first couple of trials on this game on my 3DS, but it's been a while, so I might remember some things and I might not. I don't know. I can't get caught. Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant, lobby number 2. Wait, there we go. Now I have to click. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. There's a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant for this case? Yes, actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. So the reason I became an attorney. It's news to me. I'll help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Alright. It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? How about death, despair, I can just do this. I'm gonna die. It's like he wants to die. The cute sparkly eyes, oh yeah. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty, tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over, I'm finished. Finished. Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Alright. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. The first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. If something smells, it's usually the Butz. For the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one. That's why I took the case to clear his name. That's just what I'm gonna do. Well, alright. 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. During this trial, decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. State the name of the defendant in this case. Can I click on... Okay. The judge is locked in. Yeah, for real, bro. Defendant... It's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? The court record. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. That's right, who is the victim in this case? Let's take a look. Cindy. How do I BS? What is that button? What is that button, bro? Oh, backspace. Cindy Stone. Victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what is the cause of death? That she was hit with a blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. So much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first question for the prosecution. Wait, yes, Your Honor. Alright, I should give him a different voice. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Alright. You are not the Thinker. Buddy? Yes, I am. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. Okay. Nope.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy.
We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't done. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butz, you describe is generally what we mean by dump. In fact, she had completely abandoned me and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies?
Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah, I'll stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
The only thing accused motive is clear to everyone. Yeah.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? And did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'll stop him from answering again. Lie like a dog.
Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes! Newspapers, yes!
Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Alright, witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Is that Vegeta? Yeah, of course.
The phone rang. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Billy, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Or perusal, sorry. My bad. Now, Mr. Wright.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. Real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in this testimony. Was your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court records and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Let's see. Start the door, set subscriptions. Must be in a hurry because he left the door. Okay, let me look at the stuff real quick. Okay, no one will leave. Time of death, 45 p.m. because it's bust. Thinker. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 30th. The electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. Probably something about the time. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Saw her lying there, a woman not moving dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. The time exactly was 1 p.m. Alright? So, just blatantly lied. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Let's see. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There's no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? I Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. You threw one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, let's hear it this time.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victims must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
This one's just blatantly easy. I see you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you cross-examine the witness. Alright, yep. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Yep, exactly, no power. So it's like, is Buddy stupid? So it's kind of television. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and present. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Gulp. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
Oh, that, and you seem rather distraught. Whoops.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
This guy is geeked. Yeah, for real, bro. Like, lock in. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Must have been what I saw.
Alright, bro. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. He's not the dinker. Table clock. Murder weapon. It's just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue! How is that supposed to be a clock? Also power, yeah. Unless it's a freaky clock. Yeah, true. You with your
objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may?
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As been stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. If it doesn't look like the clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
You struck her with...
Oh, you struck with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Mr. Sawit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Uh-oh.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw.
Oh yeah, he throws his toupee.
Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death.
Ooh. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? In case it's writing on this, you better think carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Sawit definitely heard was this clock. In fact, it's here if you simply... try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? This court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
Well, let me see. The clock is running 3 hours less slow. Proves nothing. What do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that. You don't have a case.
He's right. How am I to prove that?
I mean, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means that I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
Come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. Treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Sure. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ah, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why this clock was running slow. The passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Alright. And he's... Okay, yeah. Oh, order! Order, I say. Well, alright. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quick. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Woohoo! Yeah! And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh, snippety snappity. Turns out Frick saw it was a Comlin burglar. Posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Alright. Station Fort Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew, so can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. But thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought on your own battles. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. He's this glad. I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz. Innocent. Harry Butz. Oh my god. Hey, thanks. I really owe you. Hey, really, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Now, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, I guess... her statue? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her, champ. Oh, what about that clock? Pretty sure. This is the clock that you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to be traveling. Oh, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Hey, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, we were saying part of why he became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be the one compromise that I wouldn't be able one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Alright, that's the end of the Larry Butz trial.